This is the Final Percent podcast where we are going to help you access that little bit left that you have in the tank, the X factor, the secret sauce, something that you always knew was there in your life, you just didn't know how to get there. We are going to bring you concepts that we think can really make a difference in your life. Today's concept is, it does not get easier. You get stronger. Okay, now this is a really important concept. I've shared it with a lot of my students, and I'm telling you, I really think if you can dive into this, it's simple, but if you can dive into it, I think it's really going to help you achieve anything in life. It applies in all aspects. I don't care whether you're building a business, you're managing a business, you're building a team, you're building a marriage, you have a friendship, whatever it is. So, with that being said, once again, it does not get easier. You get stronger. Now, just like with all of my other podcasts, I am going to tell this in the form of a story. Okay, when I was in high school, I really wanted to be in what was called the 300-pound club. No, I did not want to weigh 300 pounds. I wanted, just like any guy on the football team, I wanted to be able to bench 300 pounds. Now that just sounds cool, man. I can put up that weight, bro. I can really move that weight. The only problem is I couldn't bench anywhere near 300 pounds. I think when I tried out, I did 135. I was going, oh my God, that is so much heavier than I thought. There's a reason it sounds so dang cool, all right? So if we fast forward a few years, my senior year in high school, I literally did nothing but eat and work out. I was in the gym constantly, and lo and behold, with a bunch of hard work, I was able to bench 300 pounds. So now my question to you is, when did that 300 pounds get lighter? When did it become easier to bench 300 pounds? Well, I will answer it for you. It never got easier. It was never lighter. It was the same weight it always was, 300 pounds. I just got stronger. So now with that being said, I challenge you to start saying that believing is seeing. Seeing is not believing. Because if I needed to see myself bench 300 pounds, it was only in my mind and I had to believe that I could get there. So therefore, believing is actually seeing. Your brain will be able to achieve anything that it believes. You don't have to see it. You are dreaming it. I have literally built my company out of thoughts that were in my head. I built them on belief. Now, yes, a lot of people will say, oh, I'm going to take this and I'm going to roll the dice. I'm going to manifest it into existence. Now, I am telling you to be still realistic and not just optimistic. You have to see a clear path. You have to understand that a goal without a plan is called a wish. So what I'm saying is, believe in yourself, yes, but you got to do the hard work. Because if I believed that I can do 300 pounds without the hard work, I get crushed. And that is the problem with entrepreneurs today, because they see these unicorns like Snapchat making $1 billion seemingly overnight. They're saying, I want $1 billion company. Well, I'm telling you, it's a lot harder than that. You have to put in the work. And you can't do the right work without the right knowledge. You aren't going to attract the right people if you're not in the right places. You are not going to know where the right places are if you are not prepared. If you don't sound and look and understand the part that you need to play in your life, which means seek knowledge. So in effect, so many people are playing chess, meaning life, and they're trying to take the king and they're trying to move it clear across the board to make a move. When everyone knows a king can only move one space at a time. So you've got to ask yourself, if you don't know what position you play, if you don't know what moves you can make, where you can go, how you can go, when you can go, you are in effect immobile, paralyzed. Knowledge will free you, Knowledge will push you farther than you can imagine. You can get knowledge on the internet. You can get knowledge through podcasts. You can get knowledge through books. You can get knowledge through teachers, schools, so on and so forth. But it's what you do with that knowledge. You've got to put in the work. There's a lot of people out there who work, but they don't have any knowledge. There's also a lot of people out there who seek knowledge, and they study, and they research, but they don't put any of the work. They don't apply it. So let's just do a quick recap. Yes, I could have started with knowledge in this, but in this case, I knew what the work was. I knew my goal. I had a plan. But imagine all the people who sit out there and they read all the muscle and fitness magazines and they read about, here's an exercise that can increase your bench press, here's this, here's that. But they never actually lift a weight. They never actually put in the work. They're never going to be able to achieve that goal because they did not follow the plan. Your business is the same way. If you want to make $1 million, you've got to make almost $3,000 a day every single day. Now, if you don't know that, something's wrong. So I want you to break things down. Find out what your goal is. Find out what you really want in life. Maybe it's to pay off your house. Maybe it's to make $1 million. Maybe it's to just be financially secure. Maybe it's to buy a car. I don't know what it is. But break it down into small, measurable goals that are only dependent on you. And when I say only dependent on you, I mean only dependent on you. So if you're a salesman, make a quota of, I am going to make 100 calls today. That's something you know you can do. Don't say, I'm going to make $1 million today, because you don't know if you're going to close the sales. You can certainly try, you can do your best, but at the end of the day, that goal requires other people. So, with that being said, set out a goal. And then work backwards. I know you've heard this in a lot of different places, but set that goal and start working backwards. Build your plan and follow your plan. That's how I bench press 300 pounds. But if you are sitting around waiting for things to get easier, it's not going to happen because things are waiting for you to get stronger. It's time for you to get up and say, you know what? I'm not going to remain the same anymore. I am going to be stronger today. I'm going to move forward. I am not going to wait for the world to come to me because life no longer happens to me. It happens because of me, and I am going to make my life. So go make your life. Go be who you want to be. It's going to take action. It's going to take hard work, and it's going to take knowledge. But every story has a start. So I challenge you to start yours right now. Start your change. Draw your line in the sand and make a difference today in anything you know you've needed to make a difference in. Go the final percent. This is the Final Percent Podcast. Thank you so much for stopping by. Per usual, I absolutely love you for it.